Welcome, everyone. I'm greeting you from the WestSide Baby White Center Hub to kick off our virtual Community in Bloom event. My name is Sarah Cody Roth, and it is my true honor to welcome you today as WestSide Baby's new executive director. I never imagined I would be starting this role during such an unprecedented crisis. But because of the solid foundation that Donna Pierce and Nancy Woodland have built, we are ready to respond to those who need us more right now with your support. This crisis is our opportunity to come together, to ensure families don't have to struggle to meet a child's most basic needs on top of every other uncertainty. As I applied for the executive director role, I reflected on how important basic needs have been to my own story. I come from a single mother, struggling every day of my formative years to afford the basics. I come from a household that was constantly stressed by poverty, watching my mom worry about whether this would be the month it would all fall apart because of an ordinary but extra expense. I also come from a tightly woven safety net of days long gone that caught my family, that was designed to ensure we did not fall through the cracks. A safety net that allowed my mother to access welfare, food stamps, affordable housing, continued education, and ultimately a career track job that meant we could go from surviving to thriving. I know from personal experience that a safety net can work, and when it does, it can have a lasting impact on health, wealth, and well-being. I stand here today as a testament to what is possible when we ensure basic needs are met for every child, every parent, and every family. Now, as a mother of two young daughters, I can see that walking the tightrope of poverty without a net to catch you would be terrifying, let alone under the significant added stress of our current crisis. Let this crisis, these circumstances, wake us up to the daily crisis of unmet needs. And let's bring resource to need so that every child has their most basic needs met and the best start in life. Here's what we already knew about the basic needs crisis. The social safety net does not work for everyone. Across King County, 23% of families are struggling to afford enough clean diapers. We also know that unmet basic needs doesn't impact our community equally. One's racial and ethnic identity, immigrant and refugee status, ability, gender, and other identities determine how likely they are to experience poverty and difficulty affording the basics for their children. While an unacceptable 23% of families struggle with diaper need, within some communities of color, that number is as high as 75%. 75%. When we see this level of disparity, we know we need to respond differently, with a different focus, with a completely different lens. Over just the last year, WestSide Baby distributed 1.5 million diapers and 3,000 car seats to over 20,000 children. This is the direct result of our community's investment, our collective power to address an unacceptable unmet need. Basic needs are a matter of basic human dignity, and meeting basic needs is a requirement for a healthy community. Ensuring a child's basic material needs are met is a tangible way we can take action today. This action not only improves the health and well-being of a family during crisis, but ensures that every family has the net they need to build a healthier future for generations to come. I am remembering now the number that I mentioned earlier, that in some communities, 75% of families are experiencing diaper need. "75% in comparison to the county average of 23%. So how do we build a safety net for all of us? How do we get to our vision? How do we support our community's health and well-being during a public health crisis? We start with meeting basic needs. We start with deciding individually and collectively that we can no longer allow families to go without a net, without the most essential items they need to thrive. We stop and ask why there are families who can't get enough diapers, and we decide that enough is enough. We allow ourselves to feel the pain and heartache that this crisis has brought to the surface, laying bare the reality that children are going without their basic needs met every day. We connect to our shared humanity, to acknowledge that when any of us suffer, we all suffer. Then we imagine a better world, one where every child has what they need to thrive. Every family has a net to catch them, and we come together like never before. Each of us bringing our resources to stitch the safety net together, tighter, until families don't have to struggle to afford what they need to keep their babies safe, warm, and dry. We believe we can change our reality, and then we do it. We can do this, even and especially in light of our current crisis. We must do this, and we can only do this together. It simply requires the courage to see those among us struggling, to feel the pain of our shared humanity suffering, and to act. We stand ready to respond because of your support. Please check out the ways you can help us reach our goal of $300,000 for our virtual Community in Bloom event. And tune in Sunday while eating your favorite brunch for another special video that shows your support in action. I look forward to when we can be together again and to celebrating what we've done to invest in a healthy future for all of us. Thank you.